I'm going to say it once again that Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. I repeat, Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. I don't envy him at all. As a leader in this current dispensation, I don't envy Tinubu. So many things are happening at the same time. So many things. Look at Nigerian youths are calling out for protests from wherever they are, whether it is Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo. This is the first time I see Nigerian youths collectively coming to say, let us come out and protest. It may be like that of the NSAS. So many things are happening. P2B the other time said that Nigeria democracy has collapsed. P2B is also threatening and say, P2B, you are saying Nigeria democracy has collapsed. You are playing to the gallery. That is what is directed to P2B. You are playing to the gallery. You want to invite military to come and take over our government. Threat upon threat. So many things are happening under a Tinubu administration. Look at the political circle, coalitions upon coalitions. And you sit down in your house, you think that these coalitions are not serious. Looking at the sufferings of Nigerians, looking at the pains Nigerians are going through. I said this before. If Southern Nigeria will be complaining like this, there's a young man in Delta State. One of my popular videos of this 30-day rant challenge. He said a lot of things about the suffering going on amongst Nigerians. If Southern Nigeria could be complaining like this, not to talk of Northern Nigeria. And you know, the politicians in Northern Nigeria will take advantage of the situation of the country to demarcate the APC and Tinubu during elections. So many things are happening at the same time. I hope Tinubu understand that restructuring Nigeria is very, very sacrosanct, more than ever. Restructuring Nigeria is the way to go as we speak. P2B came out to say that PDP laid the foundation of democracy. APC has destroyed it. Now, when you look at it from the whole context, you understand that Nigerians are pushing for another system change, regime change. Nigerians are pushing for regime change. You look at the protests from the Nigerian youth. The young people are saying that let Tinubu go, let Tinubu go. And you know, a Tinubu who fought so hard from the days of Abacha. He had been in politics for the days of Abiola, Atiku and Co, Nadeko and Co. And he became a governor. He pushed for regional domination, regional control of the Southwest, harnessed them together, and is now president. You just want to come one day and use protests and push him away. Do you think he's going to just watch everybody? Look at the End Bad Governance protest. Look at the people were greeted with accusations of treason. So many things are happening at the same time. And you think, when the president took action in River State, the NBA, almost all the lawyers went against it. International communities went against it. Top men in government, politicians, went against it. Now, what is being brewed, what is fomenting is something that may make the country need restructuring. So my plea to the federal government, led by Bola Ahmed Tinubu, restructure Nigeria, restructure the country. It is the only way that we can get good governance, because under this system, for instance, the president is being blamed. We have the governors, we have the local government chairman. See, these people are a product of the corrupt system. It's just like you go to a school of nursing. You will graduate from that school. The moral, the character, the knowledge imbibed in you, you get it from the school. So you're a product of the school. So this corrupt system, all these leaders are a product of the corrupt system. So what do you expect? The system is producing corrupt manipulators, liars, and wicked people as leaders. So what do you expect? Do you expect things to get better in Nigeria? Things will always get worse when we operate a system that produces graduates of manipulation, thieves, liars, and corrupt people. Look at what is happening to Natasha. During the elections, we have less than 110,000 people that voted during the election. that got Natasha to the house. But over 250 signatures are being tendered to recall her. Look at the kind of elements we have in government today. And the Nigerians are sitting down there looking. It seems the government does not understand what Nigerians are going through. You see, one thing that pains me the most is that, like the youth corper that was making a lot of sense, not all she said made a lot of sense, but most of the things she said made a lot of sense. Instead of the government to look at the place they can improve, look at how they can meet the needs of the people. Some elements in government are looking at how they can silence the voice of opposition. Is there any democracy without opposition? That's the question P2B was asking. And a government official is threatening a P2B. A democracy without opposition, is that democracy? Are we truly practicing democracy in Nigeria? When Jonathan put out his own state of emergency, what was the reaction of Tinubu, who is president today? Jonathan wanted to remove subsidy. What was the reaction of these people that are ranting today? I tell you that the system produced hypocrites, people without integrity, people without honor, liars and thieves. That's what the system produced. So the only way out is to make sure that this system is restructured. Not politics. You play politics, you delve into much more problem. You see, no matter how dictatorial a government is, there will always be people that have the guts to stand up to them. Dictatorship would not last, would not have a lasting impact when it comes to governance on the lives of the people. When you are a dictator under a civilian regime. So the government of the day needs to restructure every of the systems of government. If it's resource control, people will start reorganizing themselves. If it's regionalism, people will start reorganizing themselves, because we are not on the same page as a country, as Nigerians. As we speak, we are not on the same page. Now you see the Northerners. Let's look at Northern Nigeria. Christian Assure Nigeria chairman says that Northern Christians are benefiting under Tinubu's administration. Look at the word he used. Northern Christians enjoy better life under Tinubu's government. Can chairman. That is a political statement. That is, you are dividing votes of Northern Nigeria. Look at it critically. Northern Christians. You know the sentiments Nigerians have. When you bring in religion into politics, you cause division. So he's trying to speak up for the northern people who are Christians to vote for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Okay, under Buhari, northern Christians suffered. Is that what he's trying to tell us? So the politics we are playing will not lead us anywhere. Look at the Muslim ticket that was being piloted 2023. And look at the reactions of some of these Muslim clerics. They say this Muslim ticket at the end of the day did not benefit us. That is why people are now forming coalition. So we are a people that we cannot manage our diversity and stay together as one. We have tried it as Africans in this particular geographical location. We have proven that we cannot manage our diversity as Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba, as Christians and Muslims. We are suggesting that we stay on our own, because how would a CAN chairman come and make such a statement in a multi-ethnic, multi-religious, and multicultural society? A CAN chairman will make such a statement. It tells you a lot about the plans of dividing the North, dividing Northern Christians from these Fulani guys, dividing the Middle Belt from Arewa, and making sure that those votes are secured come 2027. And the Fulani on their part, they are preparing to cause division. They are preparing to make sure that they paint the government in bad light, whatever way possible. So with all these things that are happening today, can we say that we are moving forward as a country? youths are saying protest. You go left here, complain. You go right here, complain. Corruption has become a norm, an institution. And somebody will come and tell you tomorrow that renewed hope or what, or he's trying to change what, is bring what. We have tried and tried, and these things are not happening. Look at Middle Belt. The Middle Belt are saying that since 1999, Umar Yar'Adua, a Fulani, was president. 2007 to 2010. Buhari, also a Fulani, was president. 2015 to 23. Now you want Fulani 2027 to 2035. That is talking to Atiku. Now looking at these postulations, looking at these differences, diverse differences, do you think that Nigeria can move forward? That's what I'm saying, that with all these things that are happening, I'm taking pain to explain to you that with all these things that are happening, Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. You think that Tinubu has conquered the whole Nigerians. He may have put the judiciary, the legislature in his pocket. He may have put the agents of government in his pocket. But there is always someone that will stand up to a dictator, whoever that person is. There are always people that will stand up. In fact, it is under Abacha regime that we had a lot of killing, but a lot of protests. A lot of killings, a lot of protests. People rejoiced when Abacha was killed. As dictatorial as he was, people were not afraid to back down. So don't think that Nigerian youth, if you push them to the wall, look at Ned Nwoko. He's saying that bloggers needs to have a physical address and everything. Let me tell you this for free. The reasons why youth are not even coming out is because some of these opportunities that social media gives them is making them pipe low. When you take away those opportunities, when you make sure it's difficult for these young people to access these opportunities, that is when you know that these young people, they fear you. They know they fear you to come out and protest. Some people are just doing their little tech, whatever they are doing, their crypto or whatever they are doing in peace. And they're even suffering, but if you look online and you look at how they are vibrating online, you understand that nobody is afraid of a Tinubu, nobody's afraid of the police, nobody's afraid of DSS. The only thing is that they have not found the reason and the conviction to come out and stand up. But little by little, these young people things are going hard though. Maybe I will do my own rant challenge now so that people understand. I don't like coming online to tell people, personally, I don't like coming to tell people what I'm going through. We are going through a lot, but we cannot say it. One of the reasons why I'm coming out to even speak is because of the suffering, because of the hopelessness. We can't just sit down and look and things, and we just are hopeless. People are threatening us. You are telling us not to speak our mind, not to, you impoverish us, you keep us in hunger, you deprive us of basic amenities, you kill the future of our fathers, you are killing our future, you want to kill the future of our unborn children, and you expect us to fuck up wale. What does that mean? Okay, at least, what the things that we have been complaining about, how transparent have you been in working on those things? It's not just come by paying people to come online and start threatening other people online because they are speaking out. Before now, if you look at what I don't have anything, I don't cook, I just live on this food they buy at this thing. You can't cook because you cannot sustain it. You cannot take balanced diet because you cannot sustain it. I don't want to know because there's been long I've gone to market because I don't cook. When people say that onions is this, it is those people that even go to market, that have money to go to market, that know the price of all these things. It is that bad. It is that bad. And we are seeing the policies of the government. Any small thing you share rice. Any small thing you share rice. Before our eyes, you are crippling opposition. You are crippling free speech. And you are telling us that you are not. You are lying to us. Blatantly that you are not. People want to come out and challenge. Police, DSS, used to threaten and unleash It will get to a point in time that people will never take it anymore. I want to play a video, and I might not agree with what this young man is saying, that protests will go violent, will go this. No, I'm not in support of violent protest. No, that's not the way to go. Violent protest is not the way to go. But the way to go, I will do it in my next video. Let me put one or two things. You see the way they recalled Natasha, or they are recalling Natasha. Let Nigerian youth form a quorum in every local government, in every community. Let them form a quorum. Let there be a group of voters in every constituency, in every local government. You are from Abia State, Shukwato, we do it. A particular senator is doing rubbish. We mobilize people who would help constituencies understand. See, it is educating ourselves. Knowledge is power. Do the Nigerian youth have the knowledge to stand against the government? This young man that is saying he's going to be violent, this and that, he's not well versed in the constitution. And what he's doing may put him in trouble, as it were, under this current system. You must be wise as you're doing what you're doing. If he knows that using violence and everything might put him in trouble, he might put it in a more packaged way. Let us start recalling these House of Rep members and senators. Let us start with our citizen participation. Let's start with calling for reforms of agencies of government. Our protest is going to be not you carry placard. No, those ones don't work again. For instance, now somebody like Ned Nwoko, Nigerian youth will mobilize and go to Ned Nwoko's constituency and tell the people what is going on, and make sure that every youth is participating in recalling Ned Nwoko. If you can get to that point where we understand our political power and we can use it, this is a better form of protest. If you go and carry placards, they will come and still do their campaign promises and they will go and do nothing. You come up for violent protest, whatever. They bring the army, they shoot one or two persons, except people are willing to go beyond when they hear gunshot, because Nigerians are know when they put one gunshot, people go run. People go run, except something will just trigger something, that something will just happen. But the only way is to go through institutions, using your right as a citizen, using your resources as a citizen, to begin to recall and make sure you put all these agencies of government under check. You go to their homes, you go to the embassies, you protest. You don't protest to government. There are ways you enter them that it will affect them. There are ways you go. I will do this in my next broadcast. Nigerian youth have the power. You see what happened in Turkey? Millions of people. You see, they went to the government house, they camped there. You can't be a dictator. Millions. If Nigerian youth can be able to mobilize that, millions will go and camp and block the whole of Aso Rock and demand that something happens. And the government will follow up, and Nigerians will not get tired. If Nigeria get to that level of understanding what they need to do part time, then not coming to say protest, violence, no violence. Violence is out of it. If the police come with violence, there's a way to handle the police. However, I've said it, I'm pleading on behalf of the people who mean well for human beings. I always said Nigeria is a mere geographical expression, so I don't think I have anything to say about Nigeria. This system, we need restructure the country. But I know restructuring, why these people won't want to restructure, it is because restructuring will not benefit an average politician and government ass leaker. Restructuring will not benefit them. They will use their current influence and position, in quote. But we have been profiting solutions, because we will take our time, profile the solutions, then we'll take actions. After talk, we'll now start taking actions. We are understanding the terrain. We are understanding what we need to do. We are educating ourselves. We all know that this Buhari not young to rule is a lie. Buhari has lied to us a lot of times. They are prepping their children. We are waiting for them. We know that we need to understand the roles of INEC, the roles of the judiciary, the roles of the police in elections. We need to understand it so that we will not be deceived like they deceived people during the last electoral reforms. They never knew that manual collation would be an option. They thought that it's only internet wire. They never knew that manual collation was going to be an option. So Nigerians used to sit down and read and understand the system. When you understand the system, you understand your right, you'll be able to move on and take actions. But if you do not understand your right, if you don't understand the system, my brother, you might make blunder like this, my young man, who is saying that violent protest. You might make a big blunder. So for us not to make blunder, let the Nigerians start reading and understanding the role of the judiciary. Look at what Wiki and Co is doing. Understand some of these schemes of government. If you understand it, it is then you can be able to handle and manipulate it. If you look at those people that are carrying out revolution, they understood the system. They were not ignorant of what is happening under the government. Most of our youths are ignorant. They just come out and protest. No, it doesn't happen like that. Understand where your right is. Understand where the judiciary has failed. Understand where INEC has failed. Then from there you pick it up intellectually. We need both intellectual youth, intellectual protest, and we need also physical protest.